a swamp which has a great deal in common with my former master.
The swamp?
Yes.
Indeed. Yes.
The Mage's collective thanks you. Make us smile upon you.
going.
Getting to that bar, as there is one
Huh.
Touch nothing.
Tell your captain that our deal is now ironclad.
Stop playing
That
games,
scamp
Isabella.
Kylon sent
We
you
want
that?
our money.
Glad he hasn't forgotten about
You are
us.
speaking to.
The mercenaries
I
are
will give you a
right there.
chance to leave
If you're here
quietly.
about other things, just
brave
speak
enough.
up.
Someone needs to put you in your place.
Welcome to the Pearl. I'm Sanga, the proprietor. Have a seat, get comfortable, and tell me what you need. Every one of my people here is a skilled craftsman, and don't let anyone tell you different. You'll have to go one at a time, I'm afraid. Our rooms aren't quite big enough to share between so many. But we can discuss that in a moment. So what would you like me to show you? The men or the women? Or some of both, if you prefer.
She's too good.
Be off with you now, and be glad I only took from you your gold. Ah, a Grey Warden. And I had heard that all the Ferelden Wardens were killed or exiled from this place. Oh, don't look so surprised. I've seen many of your kind in my journeys, and there is always something odd about you. Huh, strong hands. Could I entice you to leave your order and sign up as one of my crewmen? I could use those strong hands at my helm. I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years. As I said, it is better to avoid being hit, and it is best not to get into fights at all. An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of Darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. But I have watched you, and you seem to lack a particular grace that is required. You are accustomed to doing battle a certain way, yes? I can teach you some basics. Perhaps you can pass it on to someone who might be interested in what I have to offer. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better. So we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game. Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to? Very well. There. That should be sufficient. 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. The serpent-entwined dagger. I was looking for this. And this card I shall play face down, I think. Ha! The Angel of Death card. The game is over. We must show our hands. Oh dear. Is that what you have? Do you need me to go through the rules again? Serpents of Deceit and Avarice, Songs of Temerity and Mercy. Not a great hand, but I still win. Still undefeated after all these years. Will I never meet my match? Ah, you're a good sport. Another game then. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to? Very well. There. That should be sufficient. 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Ah, a wonderful card for me. Please, keep your hands to yourself. Ha! The Angel of Death card. The game is over. We must show our hands. Ah, quite a good hand, sweet thing. Perhaps enough to best a lesser player. I have 4 knights. Roses, ages, sacrifice, and wisdom. It beats your hand. Still undefeated after all these years. Will I never meet my match? Not so fast, sweet thing. I'm not sure I know you yet. Come. Another game? Ah, you're a good sport. Another game then. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to? Good. Go ahead then. Are you done yet? 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. It looks like the deck is being kind to me today. You certainly have quick reflexes. I'm quite impressed. And as for me cheating, well, the game does not matter. I just wanted to see if you could outwit me. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you. Come, we will need some space for this.
And I'm off. All right.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for White Falcons only. Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do? You have a point there. Man, let's clear out. Don't want to get on Locane's bad side, do we?
Tell Kylon I owe him one.
Yes. What? Is it customary where you're from to give complete strangers questioning looks? And how is the polite way to respond? Maybe to tell you to go away? And that I'm busy? They call me Casimir. I'm first mate on Captain Isabella's ship. More than this, you do not need to know. You are surprised. Isabella is no ordinary woman. Isabella commands the crew on the Siren's call. She is a remarkable woman, and as you saw, quite formidable. She calls herself a duelist. But you cannot pay me enough to duel her. I'm not so stupid as those two. Did you not see? They wanted money back. Some of them never learn. If Isabella consents to play a game with you, it's an honor. You do not ask for compensation if you lose. Isabella commands the crew on the Siren's call. She calls herself a duelist. But you can...
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the Pearl. I don't know how, but you got them to leave with no fuss at all. The Pearl's workers will...
Nobody gives orders to my men but me. A little lesson in respect is in order.
I see. Don't bother sparing these louts. Things are about to get messy.
Time for more practice.
And people actually voluntarily attack you. Are they just stupid? Here's the payment I promised. I might have more work if you're interested. But I'm heading back to the market district. Back alleys are just too dangerous for me. Good to see you back. I've got complaints in the Nord Noble Tavern that some mercenaries have invaded. Nothing violent has happened. The sellswords are probably just disturbing the nobles' rarefied conversation. Just drum the louts out of there. The barkeep doesn't mind some blood. Or sport, as she called it. Captain said Denerim won't miss a few dead mercenaries. Do what you will, and good luck.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
What can I get you, stranger?
All the news is troubling these days. When will the war end?
You hear about the note? Maybe we have some things we can talk about. You are of great interest to me. That's a very direct question. On the whole, I don't like direct questions. For the sake of this discussion, let's say I am. Who do you blame for a death? The sword or the swordsman? Crows are swords, instruments used by someone else for their own reasons. So, one of our swords is hired out. He and his employees will do their job or die trying, but the crows as a whole have no bias. Ferelden is a busy place. Blight, civil war, other mayhem. Lots of people not getting along. Sometimes they really don't get along. Maybe want to do something about it. The people that handle that sort of thing can get real busy. You could say that. Not many people we can turn to. So, someone that's crossed our path and lived, well, maybe they could help out. Make some coin. Everyone wins. I hand you a scroll. You read it, you learn about someone interesting. If you find out something happens to him, something unfortunate, then if we talk again, I give you money for letting me know.
I don't like the sound of this.
You don't like what's on the scroll? Don't do anything. Maybe he has an accident and someone else tells me all about it. That I cannot do. One master has a contract on you. But if you help us out, maybe if that master asks for help, he'll just get silence. Yes? There you go. Makes for fine reading. If that's all, luck be to you.
What are you looking at? We're the Crimson Oars. Complaints? We have good coin, and we're breaking none of your laws. I spit on your complaints.
You see, this is why we called the guard. Causing a ruckus, they are.
We happen to like the ale better here, the wine too. Less vomit on the floor. So long as we're paying, they're serving! Ha ha! Ha ha! You may have a point. Barwoman, you and your women are too old and shriveled. Too many damn clothes, right, boys? Ha ha ha! Oars, we go to the docks. Let's find us some wenches!
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Yes.
Edwina sends her thanks for getting rid of the Crimson Oars. Mind you, she's disappointed there was no fighting. Here's payment. You've helped out a great deal. Wait till you win. Big battle.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
All men are the work of our men. From the
As you wish. So be it.
Danger approaches.
And I'm off. And I'm off.
Going.
All right.
All right, let me take a look. Why? What did he do to deserve this?